Hi, this is Billy D. If you enjoy this podcast, please like and subscribe. Let's grow NAIA basketball. Thank you. Cascade Hoops Talk, bringing the world NAIA basketball one podcast at a time. Cascade Hoops Talk, Billy D. Well, it's Wednesday, November 1st. You have officially survived Halloween. Get the heck out of bed. Get moving. There's more NAIA basketball to watch today. We're going to talk about last night, a little bit about what's coming up. So let's take a look what is coming up. Did you know that Grace is going to play Purdue today? Are they going to beat them? Well, they're probably not going to beat them, but I'm sure that knowing Scott Moore and Jordan Widener and Stephen Halstead, they've got a game plan where they'll go in there and be competitive. And I think that's the goal, is just to show well for the university, for those young men, and for the NAI. And if anybody knows Scott Moore, they know that's exactly what he's going to do. I was able to catch up with Scott. So why don't we
here? I got
take a
Scott
listen.
Moore. He's the head men's basketball coach. Grace Lancers. Welcome, Scott. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks, Billy. Always a pleasure talking to you. It's turned chilly here in Indiana, so you know it's basketball season.
Yeah, it's been cold out here too. You missed the cold week in Klamath Falls. It's actually going to warm up a little bit next week. So you play tomorrow. I can't remember. Tell me again who you're playing.
Yeah, we're no big deal. We're playing just some small school just on the western side of Indiana in West Lafayette. I don't know if you've heard of them, the Purdue Boilermakers. They're pretty under the radar. So now we're excited, man. It's going to be fun.
Talk about what an opportunity it is for especially your guys, and just for the NAI period. But you have such a great group, and they'll get this opportunity.
Yeah, it's my president and I were actually talking about this, so that he was asking how it impact our program and, recruiting and things like that. And I said, well, not as much as you think. I think that it's an awesome opportunity that our guys have, and they'll always remember it. But what it's going to do, I think, is it's going to get eyeballs on our college. And I think that's the coolest thing when the NAI programs have these opportunities. St. Francis has played Indiana, and Marion, I think, is playing Indiana again this year. And I know that LC State's, played Gonzaga, and, you got teams playing Illinois. So, anytime an NAI team gets to play against kind of the big dogs and just show you on the national stage, man, these guys they got really good players. They are really good coaches. They run really good stuff. I just think it's a win for our entire body, the NAI.
That's a great point about it, bringing kind of a focus to the college, because, at some point people will go, wow, Grace College, I've never heard of them. But then if you play Purdue and they see that on a scoreboard, then they go, oh yeah, I know who they are. Right? Because, that's what most people see about schools, is what they do in sports.
Absolutely. It is, it's a front porch to the organization and to the school. It's been neat here in Winona Lake is we opened up our season this last weekend, and it was probably the most students that we've had here to watch a basketball game, with the exception of that Huntington game in the Crossroads League Championship. I mean, it was packed, and it's buzzing, and we're giving away Purdue tickets, and it's just really cool to see everybody kind of outside be really, really excited to be a part of it.
I'm assuming you're going into this game kind of like any other game. You're scouting them. You're gonna go in there and gonna beat them, right? I mean, isn't that the mindset?
Well, I think I thought I listened to Coach Briggs's comment when he was playing Kentucky, and I think he nailed it. I think what you want to do is, I can't tell my kids to play any other way than they know how to play. So right. I made the joke the other day. It's like having a Ferrari in the garage and then asking them just to drive in first gear. It doesn't happen. So we approach it as if it's any other game. Now we know what we're going up against. We're not naive to understand, but we're going to compete. And I think what Coach Briggs said about Georgetown playing against Kentucky would be the same for us, is hopefully when we get done, Coach Painter and the Boilermakers can take something from this game as much as they just took from the Arkansas game.
Right.
And, you always cheer for them. You're never going to see them again. and you hope they win a national championship and stay healthy, and hopefully we do the same.
Yeah, I liked Coach Briggs' comment. He goes, Billy, those guys are McDonald's All-Americans for nothing.
My assistant Jordan made a great line the other day. He goes, Purdue's going to be bringing in McDonald's All-Americans, and we've got some guys that have one McDonald's in their hometown. Yeah, that's probably a little bit true to that. No, they'll play hard, and hopefully, like I said, we can give them something to take, and we can get a lot of eyeballs and just play the right way. And it's we're pumped, and then we get to get on a plane and come to you, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you later this week, 2 days from now, as we record this. So we'll see you then. I'll be covering that Crossroads Cascade Classic live extensively. Give fans a good view of those 4 teams that'll be there. I'm really looking forward to doing that. Scott, the whole world's going to be rooting for you Wednesday or tonight.
Well, it's not all Indiana fans will be Grace fans. I'm telling you, Purdue's got a pretty good following themselves. So I know that we've got some friends out in Oregon that will be cheering for us tomorrow night, and we'll do our best, and hopefully we can at least make you proud, man.
Okay, well, tell the guys to go get them. We'll be watching, and we'll see you in a couple of days.
See you in a couple of days, bud.
Okay, thanks, Scott. That's Scott Moore, head men's basketball coach, Grace College. Hey, wish Coach Moore and the Grace Lancers luck as they go into that game. I'm sure they'll make the NAIA and Grace College, those players and everybody around proud of their efforts. I'm sure of that. Also tonight, Freed Hardman, ranked number 10 in the country, they took on Tennessee Southern. But I thought that game had some high potential. It was 83-67. They're 1-0. I didn't update that. I apologize. J.J. Wheat for Freed Hardman. He had 20 points. Hunter Skurlock, 15 points, 10 rebounds. Big win for Freed Hardman on the road. I contacted Coach Stutz. Coach Drew Stutz late last night. We'll get him on tomorrow's show. A good guy. I can't wait to talk to him about this game because a visit over to Tennessee Southern cannot be fun. So they're going to be one of our teams also that plays tomorrow. So they're going to play Reinhardt tomorrow night. Also, Oklahoma Wesleyan is going to play Science and Arts tomorrow night. That's going to be a good game. Check that one out. And then LSU Shreveport is playing Sedentary. Williams Woods beat Evangel 86-76. Believe it or not, it's like the third time I've done this. Jacoby Jones, he had 19 points. And Joe Brown came off the bench, 17 points, 5 rebounds. So that was the big game last night. Quinn Vesey, I don't know if you've seen this already. He joins the 1,000 Points Club. He plays for the Briarcliff Chargers. Congratulations to Quinn Vesey. Also news today, Viterbo, they play over in the North Star. Next season, they're going to go over to that Chicagoland Conference. This is from Wayne News, a CBS affiliate up in Fort Wayne, talking about the game tonight.
You can count on.
This past Saturday, Homestead grad Fletcher Loyal right there in the Boilermakers opening their season with an exhibition charity game at the University of Arkansas. Purdue losing that game in overtime, which is it's good news for the Razorbacks, but not necessarily good news for the Lancers of Grace College. See, Grace is going to travel to Mackey Arena to play Purdue on Wednesday night, and you can bet the Boilers will now be a little more fired up to get back on the court. The exhibition game between Purdue and Grace will feature a ton of players from Northeast Indiana. That includes the First brothers, Caleb and Josh at Purdue, and a couple of Davidson brothers, Marcus here and Jimmy at Grace, along with Gage Sefton and Brett Sikafus. Grace's head coach, Scott Moore, he's a Columbia City grad. Plus, Lancers big man Elijah Moore is from Prairie Heights. The former Highlight Zone star is one of the best big men on the NAIA level, and he's going to match up with the reigning National Player of the Year, Zach Edey.
I mean, it'll prepare me for almost anything. Like, there's not many guys as tall as he is at any level, so just to be able to have that opportunity, and like you said, he did rack up all those awards, so unanimously he's the best college basketball player, so it'll be a great opportunity.
Yeah, it means a lot. It means a lot. Fort Wayne's a really good place, and breeds some pretty good talent. And just looking back and just some of the high school games we got to play, and some of the high caliber games, you're getting to see it manifest itself now. So I'm looking forward to sort of a full circle kind of moment.
Tip set for 7 o'clock Wednesday night at Mackey Arena.
Okay, and then there's one other one I want to show you. This is a video from, this is the play of the game from Mac U's.
That pass from going out of bounds and threw it right to Grimes, and the Evangels turn it over. Now Riley gives it right back. Eddie Smith driving coast to coast off the steal, slams it in. That pass
So that's
from going
pretty
out of
sweet,
bounds
huh?
and threw it right to Grimes, and
That
the Evangels
was
turn it over.
Eddie Smith. He had 18 points the other night in Mac U's win. So I'll be heading down to Klamath Falls tomorrow, cover the Cascade Crossroads Classic. We'll continue to put out our morning shows. Hopefully they get better. Try to shorten them up here a little bit. If you have any video or interviews you want to share, it gives the show a lot more breadth and depth, and like to get our athletes heard and seen, as you know. This is Billy D, Cascade Hoops Talk. Thank you. Thank you very much for supporting our podcast. Please like and subscribe. Get out to your local NAIA school, because NAIA basketball is the best entertainment value in America.